Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
A service conducted in a place of worship that has its own altar. He was late for chapel. A place of worship that has its own altar. A service conducted in a place of worship that has its own altar. The act of public worship following prescribed rules. Mate with. Be used by, as of a utility. A means of serving. Tableware consisting of a complete set of articles, silver or dishware, for use at table. Sports. A stroke that puts the ball in play. The act of delivering a writ or summons upon someone. He accepted service of the subpoena. Periodic maintenance on a car or machine. The act of public worship following prescribed rules. The Sunday service. The act of mating by male animals. A force that is a branch of the armed forces. Canadian writer, born in England, who wrote about life in the Yukon Territory, 1874 to 1958. A company or agency that performs a public service, subject to government regulation. An act of help or assistance. He did them a service. Employment in or work for another. He retired after 30 years of service. Law. The acts performed by an English feudal tenant for the benefit of his lord which formed the consideration for the property granted to him. Make fit for use. Service my truck. The performance of duties by a waiter or servant. That restaurant has excellent service. Work done by one person or group that benefits another. Budget separately for goods and services. The act of public worship following prescribed rules. Any building where congregations gather for prayer. 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 A chapel endowed for singing masses for the soul of the donor. An endowment for the singing of masses. A small chapel in a church, dedicated to the Virgin Mary. A small chapel off the side aisle of a church. The private chapel of the popes in Rome. It was built by and named after Sixtus IV in 1473.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.